All right, it started. So I'm streaming the end of my Witcher 2 playthrough here. We're not quite there at the end, but we're getting there. So we are at some interesting lore stuff, so it's definitely worth to record it. Oops. To change from speakers to headphones. Better load the game as well. Just a sec. Right, we're in headphones. Gotta watch that audio quality. Yeah. So in my last session let's start from before that, because I already finished the game on the alternate path with Iorveth 2 times. So once where we saved Saskia the Dragon, and another one where we saved Triss the Sorcerer instead. And so far on Roche's path, I reached the part where there won't be any more quests that it's common on both paths. So I'm done with them. And I also got the Kinslayer armor set, the best equipment in dark difficulty the game. Yeah. I had to do all these things twice. So I have the whole outfit. Yeah. And all that's left is unique on Roche's path, so we're about to meet with the King of Redania, Radovid. Yeah. We're on Lockmain, the Redanian quarter, where King Radovid and his men annexed a large swath of the city in which to make camp. Full regiment of soldiers and an elite detachment of handpicked knights protected Redania's ruler, who had every reason to fear an attempt on his life. And what I'm about to do is a bit tedious, but I want to listen to every piece of dialogue there is. It means multiple reloads. Yeah. Also got a bunch of info on the Wild Hunt, which is a bigger plot point of the next game. Yeah. So all these quests were done on the alternate path as well. And yeah, on this path we have a similar choice where we either save the Temerian princess Anais or Smergor the sorcerer. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Actually, right now where we get the best equipment, we don't even really need to do everything. Already got everything we need. Okay. We want to be as close as we can because we will reload the game a lot of times to see all the dialogue options. Okay, let's move. There we go.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected. And in such company. I never thought they'd make a soldier out of you.
Okay, this is the first choice here. No choice under the circumstances. I'm no soldier. Roche is a friend. We're gonna go through every one of them.
It's hard to focus on killing monsters when so many people are out to kill me.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago. Temeria stands at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Pontar Valley by force, and a Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern Kingdoms. Foltest and Demavend are both dead, though it seems we were signing treaties just yesterday.
Yeah. It's half of the kings of the Northern Realms. And also I left Henselt alive. Okay. So like these two are optional dialogues. We're gonna listen to them right now. What are the Nilfgaardians doing here?
What's the delegation from Nilfgaard doing here?
Henselt invited them.
Shillard Fitzhestelin would never miss an opportunity like this one. He'll come to the talks and stage his favorite drama.
Why have we brought the Knights of the Order?
Why did you bring the Knights of the Order here, Your Majesty?
The Order of the Flaming Rose is here to ensure that the talks remain peaceful. We wish to avoid a second Thanedd.
Okay.
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher.
Were it not for you, Henselt would have perished at the hands of an assassin. Am I right?
True. What's Hansel got to do with it? Use True Fist. This seems to be the most interesting.
Why do you ask about him, Your Majesty?
Mere curiosity. But I understand if you'd rather not talk about it. Enough about Henselt. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
So far it seems to be the same. Who's representing Temeria?
If Temeria is in turmoil, then who has arrived to represent it?
Constable Natalis, the hero of Brenna, which is good. His presence is like a slap on Shillard's face delivered by the North.
Hello. I knew you would check in. Rami.
Has King Henselt arrived?
He's been talking about his great victory at Vergen ever since.
Sheila de Tanzerville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwin.
How do you know?
Trust me on this one, bro. Okay, they can also say other things. That mods magic, dying killer. But trust me, bro. I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
have any
this.
proof, but it's her. You've got to believe me, Your Majesty.
Let's say I believe you.
It all makes sense. Shillard Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheatre is under a spell that quells any magic. Otherwise, no one would dare go near all those mages. Well, the talk's beckon. Everyone wants to see Temeria's bitter end.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want to divide the kingdom into provinces. Temeria separates the north from Nilfgaard. In the hands of local barons and warlords, it will be nothing more than a means for the Nilfgaardian cavalry to gain momentum. Henselt wants Redania and Kedwin to partition it.
For shame!
I have no choice, unless we help each other, Witcher. Anais, the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. Louisa's uncle, Baron Orval, became one of the most important people in Temeria. He wanted to see Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Lochmuin anyway to declare her queen before the entire north. During the journey, the girl was kidnapped. Arian La Valette asked me to use my connections to find his sister, which I did. My people tell me Anais is here in Lochmuin, in Deathmold's hands. I cannot mount an armed attack on the Kedwenis. It would be tantamount to declaring war, and we have gathered here to maintain peace. A lone witcher and a former soldier, that would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united Temeria, and punish those whose hands are stained with the Temerian king's blood.
Yeah. What do we want to hear about from?
I heard Arian died in the fire that consumed La Valette Castle.
We all thought so, and we were all wrong. The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of her half-sister and my wife Ada. When she's of age, she can claim the throne and thus guarantee Temeria's sovereignty. I must attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without country or commander. Renegades that no one seems to have taken into account. I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzaville will pay for her deeds. I shall punish her with fire and steel.
An alliance with the
Okay,
King
that's
is our only
it.
chance at preserving Temeria's independence.
It's still risky.
Anais, she's the key.
Alright. Also, there was a nice reminder that we saved Ada in the last game. So I'm gonna reload and check the other dialogue options. As I already said.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up and in such company.
No soldier or Roche is a friend. Let's go with no
Associating
soldier.
with military men doesn't make one a mercenary, Your Grace. I'm no soldier. I'm here to settle some scores.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago.
Looks like he doesn't really matter which one
Temeria
we
stands
pick.
at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Ponsar Valley by force, and a Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern
It's
Kingdoms.
responding the same way.
Foltest and Demavend are both.
Okay. Need assistance.
What's the devil?
Guardian delegation.
Shillard Fit.
Why did you bring the knight?
The Order of...
Assistance.
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher.
Were it not for you, Hensel.
So I picked this one. Use travel fast. That's true. Let's see if this changes anything.
My reputation precedes me yet again.
From soldier to soldier, from whores to barons, right up to the royal ears.
Oh. Looks like that was only an optional other side dialogue, after all.
I killed a would-be assassin. Pure coincidence. I just happened to be there.
Things like that often seem to happen to you. Enough about Henselt. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
If Temeria is in turmoil, then who
Constable Natalis.
has King Hen?
He's been talking about his great...
Interesting how the side we spend time with wins automatically. So the transfer mission.
Sheila de Tanzaville is behind the murderers
Sheila.
that hit Temeria, Eddern, and Kedwin.
How do you know?
Okay. Note from Dying Killer that molds magic.
We killed one of them in Eddern. Deathmold used his magic to give me a glimpse of the past. I saw the assassin talking to others. They spoke of Sheila.
One mage's magic shows another's guilt. And it's no ordinary magic, but the forbidden path of necromancy.
It all makes sense. Shillard Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss
But this
Merigold
doesn't
confessed to him that
matter
the sorceresses had set
after
up a
all.
secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheater is under a spell that quells any magic. Well, the talk's beckon.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking Temeria separates the north from Nilfgaard. Henselt wants Redania and Kedwin to partition it.
For shame!
I have no choice, unless we help each other, Witcher. Anais, the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. He wanted to see Anais on the throne. During the journey, the girl was kidnapped.
Basically, the dialogue choices here doesn't matter at all, it's just different things
which
they
I did.
mention,
My people tell me Anais is
which
here
I'm
in
kinda
Lockwood,
interested in,
with
so
death
that's
notes
why
hands.
I'm checking all of them.
I cannot mount
Yeah.
an armed attack on the Kedwenis,
The outcome of the
would be
conversation
tantamount
is
to
basically
declaring
the
war.
same.
and we have gathered here to maintain peace. A lone Witcher and a former soldier. That would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united...
What about Sheila?
Easy, Witcher. I have ways to deal with impertinent sorceresses. I have managed to tame Philippa Eilhart. Why shouldn't I do so with Sheila de Tanzaville as well? The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of... When she's of age, she can claim... I must attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzaville will pay for her
I
deeds.
bet the conversation
I
will
shall
be a
punish her
bit
with
different
fire and steel.
if we allowed
Alliance with Redania
Henselt
is
to
our
be
only chance of
killed.
preserving Temeria's independence.
It's still risky.
Anais, she's the key.
Right, but there's more dialogues that we haven't heard. So just the
Alliance
autosave.
with Redania.
Need this quick save here.
Geralt,
Your
as an ins...
Which is a friend.
Vernon Roach is a friend. He's in uniform, sure, but that's meaningless.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months
Yeah,
ago.
he responds the same
Temeria
way
stands at the brink of civil war.
with every choice.
Kedwin has taken the Ponsar Valley by force. Foltest and
I've come here.
Wait, were it not
My rep.
From soldier to
Why do you ask about...
mere curiosity. Enough about. You said you needed help, Witcher.
Oh. We have chance to ask everything. It's optional.
Sheila de Tanserville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Eddern, and
Is there
Kedwin.
any other choice I
How do you know?
haven't seen? Ah, this
I
one.
found one of the assassins after Henselt's murder. Before he died, he revealed de Tanserville's role to me.
Why you in particular?
Diamond's desperation. Don't know. Remembered me. I gotta know what this will do.
No idea.
It's no longer important.
It all makes sense.
He's bamboozled the
Shillard
king.
Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Luckily, the entire amphitheater is under a spell that quells any Well, the talks...
What do you mean by that?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want... Temeria separates the north. Henselt wants Redania and...
For shame!
I have no choice. Unless we... Anais, the daughter of... After Foltest's death, the lava
And yeah,
came
the
to
Nairos pass, I remember in the ending they said that Kedwin and Redania just split
He
Temeria
wanted to see
between them.
Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Lockwood
Guess
anyway
we
to
have
declare
more
her queen before the entire north.
Things we can do about
During the
that.
journey, the girl was kidnapped.
Trosh.
Arian Lavalette asked me to use my connections to find
Explain.
her sister.
What is about
Which I
this?
My people tell me
Princess
Anais
we
is
can
here
save.
in Lockwood, in Deathmold's hands.
Or
I
not?
cannot mount an armed attack on the Kedwenis. Alone, bring
What about...
easy. I have managed. I would look when she's of age. I must attend these talks. Bring me the girl. I, in turn.
An alliance with Redania is our
Okay.
only chance of preserving Temeria.
So let's not clutter our save file with these three. Yeah. I just wanted to be sure that the choices really matter, but just add some flavor to the conversation. It's not always like that. There's some conversation that has some interesting branches. Yeah. So we're going to go through this one last time and pick them.
Geralt of Rivia.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected. And in such company. I never thought they'd make a soldier out of you.
No choice, no soldier, or Roche the friend.
It's hard to focus on killing monsters when so many people are out to kill me.
The world has changed greatly since we met those few months ago. Temeria stands at the brink of civil war. Kedwin has taken the Ponsar Valley by force, and an Nilfgaardian delegation plays a prominent role at the summit of the Northern Kingdoms. Foltest and Demavend are both dead, though it seems we were signing treaties just yesterday.
What's the delegation from Nilfgaard doing here?
Henselt invited them.
Shillard Fitzestelin would never miss an opportunity like this one. He'll come to the talks and stage his favorite drama.
Why did you bring the Knights of the Order here, Your Majesty?
The Order of the Flaming Rose is here to ensure that the talks remain peaceful. We wish to avoid a second Thanedd.
I've come here for help, Your Majesty.
Wait, Witcher. Were it not for you, Henselt would have perished at the hands of an assassin. Am I right?
My reputation precedes me yet again.
From soldier to soldier, from whores to barons, right up to the royal ears.
I killed a would-be assassin. Pure coincidence. I just happened to be there.
Things like that oft seem to happen to you. Enough about Henselt. You said you needed help, Witcher. Tell me more.
If Temeria is in turmoil, then who has arrived to represent it?
Constable Natalis, the hero of Brenner, which is good. His presence is like a slap on Shillard's face delivered by the North.
Has King Henselt arrived?
He's been talking about his great victory at Vergen ever since.
Sheila de Tanzerville is behind the murderers that hit Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwin.
How do you know?
That's the interesting part. If we talk about that mold's necromancer, we get to... Yeah, he will benalive us without any other condition. I can try to persuade him or talk about the killer.
I
Seems
found one
to
of
be
the
most
assassins after
interesting one.
Henselt's murder. Before he died, he revealed de Tanzerville's role to me.
Why you in particular?
Remembered me from the past dying man's desperation. Yeah, this is the most interesting I want to hear.
He knew me from the time I can't remember.
Your past troubles me, Geralt. But I have more pressing matters today.
It all makes sense. Shillard Fitzestelin warned me about a plot. Apparently, Triss Merigold confessed to him that the sorceresses had set up a secret lodge.
Triss is working with Shillard?
She's been detained as a suspect. Shillard believes the sorceresses of Nilfgaard were also part of the conspiracy. Luckily, the entire amphitheater is under a spell that quells any magic. Otherwise, no one would dare go near all those mages. Well, the talk's beckon. Everyone wants to see Temeria's bitter end.
What do you mean by that, Your Majesty?
The nobles are rebelling in Vizima. Lacking a ruler, they simply want to divide the kingdom into provinces. Temeria separates the north from Nilfgaard. In the hands of local barons and warlords, it will be nothing more than a means for the Nilfgaardian cavalry to gain momentum. Henselt wants Redania and Kedwin to partition it.
For shame!
I have no choice, unless we help each other, Witcher. Anais, the daughter of Louisa and Foltest, lives still. After Foltest's death, the La Valettes came to prominence. Louisa's uncle, Baron Orville, became one of the most important people in Temeria. He wanted to see Anais on the throne, but Vizima was still in turmoil. They sent her to Lochmuin anyway to declare her queen before the entire north. During the journey, the girl was kidnapped. Arian La Valette asked me to use my connections to find his sister, which I did. My people tell me Anais is here in Lochmuin, in Deathmold's hands. I cannot mount an armed attack on the Kedwenis. It would be tantamount to declaring war, and we have gathered here to maintain peace. A lone witcher and a former soldier, that would be a different matter. Bring me Anais, Geralt, and I'll salvage a united Temeria, and punish those whose hands are stained with the Temerian king's blood.
What about Sheila?
Easy, Witcher. I have ways to deal with impertinent sorceresses. I have managed to tame Philippa Eilhart. Why shouldn't I do so with Sheila de Tanzerville as well? The girl is most important, Witcher. I would look after her. Take her back to Tretogor in Redania, where she would mature under the caring gaze of her half-sister and my wife Ada. When she's of age, she can claim the throne and thus guarantee Temeria's sovereignty. I must attend these talks, Geralt. Time is short. Bring me the girl, the two of you. Men without country or commander. Renegades that no one seems to have taken into account. I, in turn, promise that Sheila de Tanzaville will pay for her deeds. I shall punish her with fire and steel.
An alliance with Redania is our only
Alright.
chance of preserving Temeria's independence.
It's still risky.
Anais, she's the key.
I still wonder about Boosie's death. The boy would have had a stronger claim to the throne.
Maybe Anais can tell us something. It's high time we visited our old friend, Deathmold.
The Emperor's men hold Triss. They'll get everything they can out of her, after which she'll be dispensable.
If it's between the sorceress's life and Temeria's future, then I've no choice. I'm sorry. This is no place to talk. Let's wait till we're beyond the gate.
We will have the
I'm
choice.
occupied.
Right. Where does this lead?
What's he doing here?
Interesting. Just a quick save. It's locked. Okay. Let's
he
head
doing
out of here. Also, we have a dialogue with Roche and with a nice caretaker.
Bear, crow, something wide.
We don't have to make the final choice right now. I meant the choice between an ice and Chris. Alright, let's doing a manual save too. It's going to be a multi-choice dialogue again.
Roach. Roach!
This is kind of like the scene with Shannon Oxenberg and the Blood of Elves, first book from the
Just
Witcher
the person
saga.
I'd be looking for were I not forced to seek Anais Lavalette. You have much to explain, Brigida Paverbrock.
Oh no, you'll not pin this on me. I trusted you and you sent me into a den of vipers. Vipers!
Another Vess?
This is no time for pleasantries, Geralt. Calm yourself, Brigida. You were to watch Foltest's children. I saw nothing dangerous in the task. Obviously, I was wrong, but I need your help. Anais has been kidnapped. Boosie is likely dead. I need to know how this happened. I need to know the details.
You knew well what you were getting me into. You know that entire rotting bunch. The Count, the Baron.
Not half as well as you do, my dear. Who were those men?
Not so fast, Roach. I have been hiding in this city for 3 days, scurrying about like a rat. They're hunting me. I'll not let you leave me here.
What do you propose?
Escort me out of the city, to the river.
What will that get you?
I expected I would need to fend for myself. I've secured passage. Take me there, and I will tell you all.
It's a long way.
You've a traitor in your camp, Roach. Perhaps more than one. What happened to Foltest's bastards is no series of coincidences. It's the result of a clever, treacherous game.
Damn it all. Geralt, I need to look to Anais, learn how we're to get to her. But Brigida might know what happened to Boosie. Thus far, we've heard nothing but rumors. Take her to the river.
Okay, this is a side quest, so we'll get to do this before actually choosing who to save. Of course, I'm going to agree to that.
All right, Roach. I'll help you this one last time.
I'll search for a back way into the Kedwenny camp.
You're forgetting. I came here for Triss.
Whatever you decide to do later, so be it. But a traitor in the Temerian camp threatens us all. Escort Brigida, learn what you can.
I'd thank you, Roach, if you weren't such a shit.
I'm counting on you, Geralt. Brigida must get to her destination safely.
Good Good luck, Roach.
Go now or join later. Not sure what the difference is. I mean, we don't have to go after her if we choose to go immediately. So I will read some stuff about this. So I'll be able to choose whether you wish to accompany her to safe right away or continue with the quest later. Once you decide to do the quest, you ultimately set out it. So I see on the map linked here. Yeah, I can display this here. Yeah, so that's the entrance of Lockmuir Gate. Brigadier reach a small perch. Get to do some fighting with bandits. Have an option to explore a cave. Werewolf. Okay, sounds nice. Choose whether you wish to return to Lockmuir and explore the forest a bit more. And then after that we'll continue with Lilies and Vipers. Okay. Am I reordering my browser tabs? Just to see everything clearly. Alright. Think we can agree to go with her.
Which way are we headed?
We shall leave Lockmuir through the Order's camp. We won't be bothered there. Then we'll descend the mountain path and go onto the river. Who knows what we'll find?
Expecting someone?
Does it matter, Witcher?
You did mention Vipers. Count and the
Geralt of
Maribel and Kimbolt. Powerful men. Important to the Temerian camp. And full of scruples.
Guardians mentioned them. I guess I have them to thank for an interesting chat Roach and I had a while back. Know them well.
Too early to pry, Witcher. I'll not let you pick my brain and abandon me.
Alright, so we get this quest. Sharon Brigadier agreed that he will escort her to the river some distance away from Lockmuir. The smuggler from Earth's familiars made a fort that Sharon hired would take her to safety. In return for conveying her safety, the woman had promised Geralt information on Bucin and Anais Fiat. Information was so sensitive that merely possessing it had placed Bridget in mortal danger. Geralt wasted no time and headed for Lockmuir's Gate. Whether he was due to meet the Crown Witness, where he was... okay. Met her, they did. Geralt and Bridget made their way towards the river, the Witcher looking keenly about for any sign of possible ambush. Yeah. Go save Triss or help Roche recover Foltest's children. We won't be making this choice for a while because There's a whole set of side missions about this Temerian subplot with the Volta's children and the nobilities. Yeah, both of these quests won't be the same. Just 7 promptly finding 7 embroidered in a convoluted boutique affair for a moment proved to be nursemaid Roche's hired. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Okay, we're doing this escort mission right now.
Blessed be the eternal fire.
Oh, I wondered how could I open this gate. Oh, yep. More stuff to loot perhaps. Don't really need it, but I'll take it everywhere anyway. Just because I can. So, I've already spoken with Baron Kimball and Count Marvel.
I shall pray for you.
It's a lot of stuff. Too bad I have no use for this.
Main path leads to the right.
That's where they're likely to be waiting.
Roche would say they'd be waiting along both paths.
Roach. You're with me, not him. And I decide for myself. I've agreed to meet someone on the riverbank. We'll go through the wood.
Wait, so... We do... want to explore everything. What's this way? It's locked. So, anything interesting around here? Where to see an entire section without any point? Yeah, like why would I put it here if it has no real reason to be here? Usually the main difference between open world games and ones that aren't that there are no areas without purpose. So there's going to be a cave around here. Oh, I saved just at the right time.
Your dear Roach seems to have been wrong.
You two have a history, or do I have it wrong?
He asked a favor of me. I was to stay with Foltest's children, watch them, travel with them if necessary. Child's play, the bastard called it. That's how I wound up in the caravan transporting the children to Loch Moyne for the summit.
Yeah, that clearly went sour. Tell me more.
Soon enough. We've just got to make it through the forest. It's a short way to the river beyond that. It should be calm.
Let's go.
It's not far now. Redden awaits down by the river, at the end of this path.
Is Redlin another of Roche's
Few
contacts?
hours.
No, a smuggler. I'd be looking for another way out if he were Roach's man.
Stay behind me.
Bring that to the mating place. Oh. See, this is an entire different section. We're at the forest entrance. This was ours. Okay, I'm looking at the map we have. Here. So we have an ambush location here. Cave entrance here. Okay, I would like to see that. 5 and 6. Both are cave entrances. 7, another ambush here. 8, 9, 10. Corpse with horns and diagrams. Boat bandit ambush. This is a side path. Right? Warrens. And the warriors. Then the both. Okay. Nice. Don't want to miss any dialogue. Center is separate section just for this quest. Okay, ambush coming.
It's roaches, bitch! Kill them!
Hey, what the? Why do I have so? Am I so low on the? Only have 2 vigor. Remember, last time I did some stat point reallocation. Respec. Did I really choose to have? Really need to up my vigor. I reached those.
Your head!
They will expect us.
No time to lose. How much of it?
Not far. We must stay on this path. It's the shortest way.
You've gotten into some serious trouble.
I should say so. Temeria is like a haystack, and the information I have is a burning torch. Fill the rest in for yourself.
Hope I won't have to. So that's all the loot. First ambush location checked. This is the way forward. I think I will explore this way first. aren't I? Straight up one hitting these. Oh. Armor of Tiernalia. My armor is a bit better. Wait, I haven't even checked what the bonus with these armors. Vitality, magic damage reduction, resistance bleeding, incineration poisoning, vitality, sand damage bonus, reduction damage from magic, resistance to beating, resistance poison, girl's max load, vitality. Got a lot of chance to insta-kill. So I found one of these secret more runs. Okay, there's a third location. That's it. It's a lot of money, which I don't really have much use of. It's pretty okay nonetheless. This area is clear. Oh, chest. Dark Ruadri. I think this is another name of the Wild Hunt. Okay. Going down. And there's a cave entrance. I'm gonna go check that out. Is it a small cave or does it connect to another entrance? Some necklace. Oh.
Guess so.
I like this kind of difficulty when I pick the highest difficulty at the beginning of the game, but I just get the best gear possible and just gets trivial every time. One game that I couldn't do this is Sekiro. Which was actually insanely good because, yeah, you couldn't just over level or over gear or something like that. You really have to up your skills. Just learn the game, actually. No shortcuts. There's not many games like that. Most games allow you to over level in some way. Get OP as fuck. In Sekiro you become OP by learning the moves of your enemies. Okay, entrance coming up. Some of these bags can be reached. Don't like it when that happens. A bunch of flackers, what do I do with them?
How many more can there be?
Just press left mouse button to win. Most thought out combat system has to be Witcher 3 among series. It's the first game. You basically just have to rhythm click. That's the whole system. You can't even dodge properly, you just have to click the right time. This game is basically, if you have good equipment, it's easy. I mean, I don't do anything else, just left mouse button and that's how I win. Before that, like in my last stream, I had that fight with the Observer. Now that was a pain in the ass, because they hit really hard. But the boss wasn't really tanky, but each time I get a third of his health down, so that happens 3 times. I get those, well, maybe not third, but fourth. Never mind. So I get those gargoyles, so I have to dodge the Observer's fireballs and the gargoyles' attacks at the same time in a really tiny space, the tiny room. Yeah, and also there's some rubble on the floor which blocks your dodges, so you can get stuck in there and it just well, it was doable. I did it in both paths. When I read it was more difficult because I had to get the dragon scale from the Observer, because I couldn't get to Philippus home for it before that. Because the point was to be able to craft the Kingslayer armor before having to make the choice between who to save. So the game didn't allow me to. No other choice to beat the Observer date. And I already have this sword. Alright. Oh shit. Fire burns. Okay, I think we can leave now. So what I was saying is Dorian's diary. It's interesting. Oh. Werewolf. Oh, Whoa. This thing is tough. Want to read dial. Aren't we tough? Okay, there we go. Werewolf trophy. It's kind of a unique enemy. The bite wound festers and burns like fire. Poultices are of no help, yet I still trust in the beneficial effects of herbs. I'm unsure whether to remain here and continue looking for healing plants or whether to seek aid in the city. The idea of observing the habits of wolves in mating season was one of the most idiotic my master ever had, may he rest in peace. It highlights one of the problems plaguing the education system. In studying magic, one must fulfill the whims of senile old men. I think I smell sausages, strange as it is. It seems my sense of smell has improved. Maybe hunger has sharpened my senses. Today I managed to spot and sneak up on a hare, but I usually would not spot one even if it kicked me in the arse. Garlic? I think I should go out and see if there are humans nearby. The moon is full and so bright that I will not lose my way. Oh. Nice little insight from a werewolf. Did I get any other diary entry for this? You know what I do with the money I get from here? I'm gonna buy some books and read more lore. We had the mysterious circumstances, but the significance of this event was clear. Parents know that thinking for the two children only enemies remained alive. Young girl born out of wedlock. A sole and highly prominent heir to the Temerian throne. Radovid wanted to use Geralt to recover an eye level at King Foltest's youngest child, although she was oblivious to the fact the girl was a trump card in high-stakes game. Prize Foltest's legacy. But it won't matter with the next game. What else did I want to... Just check the guide I have here again. Wish to explore game with entrance. You can trust the unique enemy at the end of it. Werewolves. Once you reach the northernmost town, sidle there and snare near the bonfire until close the werewolf spawn. There's an excellent steel floor and the corpse nearby. Besides that, there are a lot of knackers to kill. Yeah, and it exits back into the same forest. Another bandit group. Ah. All right. So I'm just gonna get out of this cave right now. It's time to leave. What that mean? I'm really careful about keeping water near my PC. There's a lot of stuff in here, right? Right, we're almost out. It's been a while since I last saved. Yeah, I just got out. More monsters. More rents. Combat system was never for the strength of this series. By the third game, at least get decent enough. Oh. Dragon nest. Alright, another ambush coming up. Oh. Just gonna go straight at it. Someone's in danger. Shit. Just wouldn't run. Yeah. Oh. Okay, oh, fuck. So many traps, goddamn. Okay. Ways forward. Any more loot anywhere? Alright, that's it. You coming or not? This is the end.
This is the smuggler I spoke of.
This was the smuggler you spoke of. Someone's coming.
You'll not sail off, you whore! Kill her!
Alright, that's that.
Thank you. I'd not have survived on my own.
Talk, woman. You've dragged me far away from the city. You owe me an explanation. Who were those men? Who have you been hiding from?
I don't know.
3 days like a rat, you said, and you don't know?
I knew. I mean, I had my suspicions.
So talk. Who's out to kill you?
I don't know.
There you go again.
Truly, I cannot be sure. At first I thought it was revenge for the children. But he knows I'm no traitor.
It's not Roach. We both know that.
Yes, you're right.
What's happened to the convoy? Is she going to explain everything or? Yeah, I just reload if I miss anything. Want to hear? Let's see.
Tell me about the Vipers.
They created this storm.
Are they working together?
I would say they detest one another. Or that's what they wish everyone to believe. The devil only knows.
Lorewalking and Grinding.
You know what the Count intends?
No, but I cannot imagine anyone more different from Baron Kimbolt.
Meaning?
I would call him a sheep were his heart not black. He's a jester, an especially nasty one, though I cannot identify his master. He may not even have one.
She doesn't know anything basically that. It's a jester, but he's serious. He has a master, but he may not.
What does Baron Kimbolt want?
A strong Temeria, and a strong North. He's obsessed. He believes we're surrounded by rebels and traitors. The Lavalettes, the Marabels.
He's probably not alone in that belief.
But he is alone in believing that he himself is the remedy for that ailment. The Baron sees himself on the Temerian throne. He claimed he would achieve this by marrying Anais.
Isn't she a little young for him?
He's a disgusting old satyr. He'd be a tyrant were he to don the crown.
Seems you got to know the Baron and the Count well. Then there's Roach. Pretty interesting social life, I'd say.
Being a courtier, that was no life for me. I thought it terribly dull and found a remedy.
Searching for excitement shouldn't get you killed.
It's the last time I do anything of the sort.
You can't be sure of that. Is Vernon the only person you do favors for?
I've never betrayed Temeria, if that's what you ask.
Now the other thing.
What happened to the convoy carrying Anais and Busi? What about the children?
We were ambushed. The caravan was destroyed.
I need details.
We were traveling along the agreed path, with a limited escort so as not to draw attention. The children were in 2 separate wagons, a safety measure, I was told.
Which one were you in?
I was with Anais. One day a messenger appeared with orders for the caravan's commander. A change of plans. We turned north to travel a longer route for safety's sake. Soon after the turnoff, we were attacked.
Cinematic.
The attackers were killing everyone indiscriminately. One pulled me from the wagon, but a bolt pierced his neck. He was mayhem. I ran for the bushes and hid.
Did you see what happened to the children?
The driver of Boosie's wagon was shot. The horses got spooked and ran off into the forest, taking the wagon with them. When the fighting was done, they found Anais still in her wagon. I turned away for fear of what they might do, but they merely grabbed her and fled.
Any idea what happened to the caravan commander's orders?
I have them. After they took Anais, the bastards were in a hurry. They didn't even think to search the corpses. Take them.
Thanks. Sure you can manage that boat?
I must. I'll not return to the city. Thank you again, Witcher. And follow this through. You'll do us all a favor.
Well, wait, have some loot to finish here. And now I just need to return to Lockmane. A lot of stuff I don't really have use of. So what did we get? Witness. So told the Witcher everything she knew about Bruce's disappearance and gave him a valuable piece of evidence. The hero could now return to Lockmane, begin his investigation. Alright. Was the only leader to have surveyed that a convoy transporting Falls children to Lockmane, as she had witnessed the events leading to his disappearance. The horses just simply run off. Not really sure if he's dead then. Alright, we have to walk back all the way. So apart from that piece of paper, which can I read it? Orders, change the convoy's route. It's from Kimball. I'm the last man who will tell others how to do their job, knowing even less about leading convoys than about carpentry, and I hasten to inform you that I deal with wooden items only in the privy. However, with the safety of Foltest children in mind, I must warn you and suggest a change to your course. The original route proved to be very dangerous, ridden with brigands. The fact that we traveling ahead of you on the trail experienced personally. Constable seems always slightly wounded by a treacherous arrow. With the importance of those in your care and the responsibility resting upon your shoulder, I suggest you travel through Starling Valley, rest at the local town, and then follow the old trail which fought a successful rid of robbers in his time. Remember, should anything happen to those in your care, their blood shall be on your hands. So this may have been alert to trap. But we don't know that yet, definitely. Come on. Oh. Okay. We're gonna do a little investigation. Which count is the traitor, which one's not? Okay. The reason why I'm just talking about all these children. More walking. Yeah, let's get that talent point assigned. Let's see, what do I want? Okay, I would really could use another vigor point. It's the only quest right now. I mean side quest.
Blessed be the eternal. I remember you from this room.
Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of reading about this whole thing. So, Willies and Vipers. Conclusions. Let's see. I guess Sandbrook will change the route for the children, get them captured, as there seems to be more of it. Head directly to Gimble in the camera quarter. Either give the letter to his scribe so that he might check it, or take it to notice could charge Kimball for his crimes. In order to test the letter's authenticity, visit the scribe, who's however very drunk and can't help you out. Just explore his chamber, pick out the notes from the shelves. Now you need to solve puzzle regarding formula that can be used to validate the matter. Correct steps to the formula are add burnt lime to the flask, add water to the flask, add Corman guano to the flask, finally heat the flask. Turns out the letter's fake and you should talk to Kimball. Through the conversation you'll get another job. Quest is the messenger. Your option to turn him to Natalis and the quest abruptly for 250 experience, so you cannot do the other quest. Through investigating the letter, the quest will branch into two more side quests, Messenger and Pactus as Servanda, each commenting with a piece of impression that exposes either Marvel or Kimball. To grabbing info on either of them or both, which is even better, go to Constable Notice and tell him everything by accusing both of the Barons. Alright. I may be spoiling this quest for myself, but I'd rather take the spoilers than miss out on something. That's what I'm all about. All right. So we got nothing else to do, just to speak with that Baron.
Yeah.
Interested in the details of the plot anyway. What do the manual say right here? Seems like an important...
I believe there's been a misunderstanding, my lord. Get out, before I call my guards. And what might I convey? Nothing. Baron, sir, you gave your word. For the last time, out! Tend to this matter.
Highly suspicious.
Who was that thug I passed in the doorway?
He's of no concern to you.
People like him sometimes do stupid things.
Did I ask for your opinion on the matter?
The convoy carrying Anais and Busi was ambushed. Why?
I'd like to know that myself.
I've seen your letter to Horst Lubbock, the one in which you ordered him to abandon the planned route.
Nonsense! I sent no such letter.
The letter bears your seal and signature, Baron.
Where is it?
Should I show this to him? Either give the letter to his right here or unimportant. Okay, I think it's better to show it to him.
I have it.
Show me.
This seems dangerous, but I can't really interested in what happens if I show it to him.
I need you to promise
What?
that I'll get the letter back.
I tire of your tone, Witcher. Damn. So be it. I pledge to return the letter to you. I merely want to see this original with my own eyes. It is
I
my
mean your
seal,
own eye, because
but
your
the hand is forged, sloppily.
Words come cheap, Baron. I'm finding it hard to believe you.
I care little for what you believe. We're dealing with a forgery. Whoever is behind this has crossed a Temerian noble, and will be duly punished. My scribe will test the letter and confirm what I claim.
Your people are incredible witnesses.
My claim, my scribe? I'd hardly call that impartial. Maybe I should just deliver the letter to Natalis.
Any accusation will be quickly dismissed. Heed my words, Witcher. It would be unwise of you to jump to any conclusions. Speak with my scribe. There are objective means of examining the letter's authenticity. I promise to pay you well for learning the truth.
The truth does taste better when payment's involved.
Okay.
It's you!
Scribe the letter. Good. Whether count myself a truth enjoyer.
Drunker than a bard. Won't get anything out of him. Maybe there's something about testing letters in his notes.
Okay, now we get to use these notes today. Left here. Visible ink. Bunch of notes. Okay, let's get to reading. Not for scribe. Pages have been soaked in a substance that will turn blue when treated with the activator. The activator's composition must be kept secret, but I offer it here in encrypted form as a reminder. Light quench it rinse. Thus you will defect evince. To read the truth by lies deformed. Guano into peace transform. Alright. Peace and shit. That's all. Get a bunch of notes. All scribbled on alchemical active paper. Ask kindly, my good lord, my sons, my cord. My good lord, he did kill it, my good. Some script. Those wishing to conceal the true contents of their missives from third parties often resort to penning their letters with invisible ink. Message set down in this manner becomes visible only when the document is treated with substance that reveals the writing. Some use invisible ink as a dye, soaking entire pages in it instead of using it to write. Recipient of a message thus treated can confirm its authenticity by applying a substance that will turn the pages a specific color, usually blue. But what? What's that good for? Visible ink as a dye, soaking entire pages in it, instead of using it right. Recipient of the message thus treated confirm its authenticity by applying a substance. This will turn the page a specific color. What kind of authenticity does it prove if it has been soaked in invisible ink? So it's all the same.
Young alchemist! Not all that falls out to us is gold.
According to the scribe's notes, if this is Kimbold's letter, the paper it's written on was treated with an invisible dye. An activator should bring out the dye, turning the paper blue. Now for the activator's formula. Better try it on some drafts first.
Read the scribe's
How did it
notes.
go? Light, quench, shit, rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. To read the truth by lies deformed, guano into piss transform.
That's the draft letter.
I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter.
Corman, guano. Get around the fast and add vitriol oil, add burnt lime to the flask. Hid. Flask capture the vapors and douse them with water. Water and heated copper. A lot of options. Do the notes
How did
again.
it go? Light, quench, shit, rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. To read the truth by lies deformed, guano into piss transform.
Correct steps for me are burnt lime, water, corn guano, heat the flask, capture the vapors and douse them with water.
How did it go? Light, quench, shit, rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. To read the truth by lies deformed, guano into piss transform.
Okay, I'm reading the cheat. I'm reading my cheat sheet here, and I don't think I would. I mean, I just can't see myself decrypting this by myself. But if I
Everything's
just...
better with a dash of bird guano. Gotta be careful with this. A little burnt lime. A bit of water. Damn, destroyed that letter. I need to be more careful. I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter. Wait for it to dissolve. Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. A little burnt lime. A bit of water. Damn, destroyed that letter. I need to be more careful. I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter.
Okay, just follow the guide. Don't see this as a realistic riddle for me to solve.
A little burnt lime.
So it's water
A
then.
bit of water.
Guano.
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano.
Heat them.
Wait for it to dissolve. I need to add burnt lime to the flask, then quench it with water. Add bird guano to that, heat it, then capture the vapors and run them through cold water to obtain the final substance. All right, let's try this on Kimbold's letter. I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter.
I haven't tried the heated copper yet. I don't want to destroy it though, so I will just follow the instructions to the letter.
A little burnt lime,
Water.
a bit of water.
Guano.
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano.
And then heat.
Wait for it to dissolve. It smells like piss, but it worked. The sheet's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimbold had nothing to do with this.
I don't even understand how it proved his innocence, but... Is it because Kimbo's letters were always soaked in parchment? Or soaked in that invisible ink? Alright.
Water quenches lime like beer quenches thirst.
Son of a bitch.
So no more dialogues with the script.
Light, quench, shit, rinse. The king of reagents.
Oh, Relevant interrogation report. That sounds interesting. Does it say Pan? So this was done by Joachim Bailiff. On completing the initial procedures, began the interrogation proper. Aaron Lavalette was informed of the tools which would be used. His answer, being vulgar and unworthy of a highborn man, was not recorded. Then the unkind master began to brand him with a hot iron. I proceeded to ask him my Lord Baron's questions. Unfortunately, I came upon a wall of resistance, and the subject answers were full of filth that shed no light on the issues at hand. The unkind master then reached for another tool, and after it was applied, I began to ask my Lord Baron's questions. Lord Baron must have been Kimball. Falsified orders.
Young alchemist, do as you order. I dash it to water.
Son of a bitch.
Alright. So we're done with the investigation. The letter, at least, was forged.
You were right, Baron. The letter's forged.
Of course I was right. I would never seek to hurt Boosie. Bastard or not, he is still a child. Your payment, Witcher. I want you to look into another matter.
What would that be?
What would it involve?
Count Linus Maravel. You've heard the name?
Young, capable, handsome.
Yes. Yes, all that and more. And he's ambitious to a fault. Right after the Temerian delegation arrived in Lochween, his people began visiting the Nilfgaardian camp regularly.
Are you suggesting Maravel's a traitor?
We are all entitled to communicate with the ambassador without chagrin and openly, as court and diplomatic protocols allow. Yet the Count's multiple messengers, the letters traveling to and fro, reminds me more of a complicated courtship.
You're curious to know the content of those letters.
I want you to learn the Count's plans. The man would sell his mother to please the Emperor. Find out what Maravel's messenger is carrying. If treason is involved, you must alert John Natalis. You will be generously rewarded, I assure you.
Why me?
You need a Witcher to do this?
Do not underestimate Count Maravel. He does not employ common scoundrels, and I don't intend to either. Hieronymus Lash. Sound familiar?
A pretentious, invented name. Belongs to a bard or a mummer, I'd say. But you wouldn't need my help with either of those, so I'll venture a guess. Maravel entrusts his correspondence to a mage.
I knew you were suited to this task. The magic barrier placed over the city mutes all forms of high magic, preventing Lash from contacting Shillard remotely. He nevertheless remains dangerous. During the times of the previous conclave, I believe he was caught practicing black magic. He faced execution, but that louse Maravel saved him.
How do I locate this messenger?
Look for my man Aldrich by the fountain here in the camp. He'll point the mage out to you.
Okay.
All right, I'll look into it.
My lord, we know where they are. What are your orders?
Bloody wonderful day. Assemble your men and resolve this once and for all.
It's Aldrich.
Gather your gear. We're off to hunt.
Oh,
Met many a baron. Horson's the lot of them. Kimbolt's different. So if anything happens to him, I'll gut you personally.
alright. So find out what happened to Hussein and the Dark Natalis. Now I have to talk with that messenger. He was now suddenly suspected of being responsible for the disappearance of oldest bastards. Baron and Sly Fox, where politics was concerned, counterattacked immediately, providing our hero with a new lead. The Witcher was to intercept Count Marvel's messenger and strip him of whatever scrolls he was carrying. Skimbo told it any letter would prove that its author was an Nilfgaardian collaborator and thus a traitor to Temeria. And this traitor could very well have orchestrated Bus's disappearance. To encourage, Geralt directed his steps toward the Fountain of Moin's central square, where he was to meet Aldrich, one of Baron Kimball's spies.
It's you!
Alright. And we're here.
Master Witcher!
What do you want?
My lord, the Right Honourable Count Marivel requests the pleasure of your company. He says it's urgent.
Seems like everything is these days. Tell the Count I'll think about it.
Öktesin servanda. Alright, we got branching quests here. Melt with Aldrich or Todd Count Marivel. Which comes first is the question. Not sure if it matters, but I will read both quests description here. Suggest that you instruct Marwan, one of his men, who might be responsible for it. You first wish Skimbold's man, Aldrich. Dr. asks you to follow him to Hiram / appear shortly after. Okay, can do that for one. Well, I'll remind you of the talk that you made back when you talked Kimbold for the first time. He suggested that he hired them for some dirty work. Okay. We will talk with the Count first.
It's you!
Alright. Gotta be back. Let's talk with this fella. Okay.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Hard not to agree. Truth where it's
Talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbolt also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbolt can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbolt has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbolt's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Don't Kimbolt's weapons before the Baron's huntsman disposed of them. Ah, so that's what was the order was about. Where do we find them? Is it this way or that? Oh yeah, this way. So the Chetwick camera took quite some time. Garrett and I had to rush to find Kimbolt's backpack, reach them before the Baron's huntsman did. Geralt merely wished to speak with them, whereas the huntsman was out to silence them. Right. Time to stash some of this thing. Definitely have a dietman on me. I will confirm it first. Not sure how time sensitive this objective is. That's a lot of teeth. Or that I could buy some books from him, aren't I? Duties and Goals of the Legend History, the Council of Mages. Just going to buy all that. Don't have any other use for my gold or orans. Darina's memories. Marshall will open it. Rose and the Flame, Runes of Power. Fortunately not Rings of Power. Alright. Go to that last mage there before starting reading. Okay, he doesn't have any new book for me.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Wait, do I have to hurry for this thing? Whatever.
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of it.
Okay. Sword. Have this date one already. Okay, sell this. We'll back this to maybe the all these. Don't need any crafting materials. Maybe one of each rune. There we go. Inventory seems much lighter now.
Pull yourself together.
And the bat, the owl.
Alright, let's read some books. Runes of Power. Yeah, this was for the Gargoyle quest. Some help for that. Okay. Rose and the Flame. Snidely border originating in the more initially followed sublime ideas, it could not have been otherwise, as it was founded on the basis of fighting corruption and depravity in Order of the White Rose. The declining association that, in effect of those reforms, was then transformed into the Order of the Flaming Rose. Unfortunately, strong racist tendencies, even strengthened by the leadership of Jack the Aldersberg, turned the new order into a nest of intolerance. Its role in the Vizima rebellion still remains morally ambiguous. Yeah, this was the guy who burned Lucamuin, eradicated the elves. There in his memoirs. I find the study of bacteria interesting, but focusing on a single subject affects me poorly. Yeah, the sorcerer who came out with some plague that killed a lot of locals around here. Council of Mages. Supreme Council of Soldiers consisted of talented mages, most of whom also were advisors to rulers of the northern kingdoms. Philip Erhard and Cardoin of Exeter were among others its members, though only one member of the council turned out to be benevolent and supported during the Tenant Rebellion. A large part of its members were neutral mages, and that caused a split in the body. The most of the council's members survived those events. The loss of importance. The king's support resulted in disbanding the association. The sorcerers lost most of their previous influence in the north. Yeah, that's what happened in time of contempt. Duties and goals of the lodge. Someone wrote a book about this. The actions of this secret organization, which united sorceresses from the Northern Kingdom and Nilfgaard, were revealed relatively late. The 10-member lodge had been envisioned as successor to the Conclave, the Supreme Council of Sorcerers. It was supposed to focus on the interests of magic and protect the world from the cataclysm that would result from the disappearance of the art. However, at the time this story was unfolding, not many of the organization even existed. Apart from the sorceresses belonging to it, of course. Yeah. Not much happened with them after the end of the books. Basically, the last time we know about them is the end of the book where they let Ciri go to meet Geralt in Rivia. And then Ciri had to depart with Geralt and Yennefer. We don't hear anything from the lodge. Oh, wait. There's some parts in the book about the future of the lodge, that they were basically eradicated, became some kind of martyrs, the witch hunts. It wasn't really plot in the books, it's only just... Yeah, some parts of the book depict the future of the world. Yeah. At the time of the games basically show how the witch hunts start, which were depicted in the book but not discussed in details.
Likewise.
I don't think they had any other concrete plans than to make Ciri the Coverian prince's wife.
What do you want?
I saw you talking to Kimbolt.
I'm free to go where I please and talk to whoever I please.
Couldn't agree more. Now you're here and you'll talk to me. I'm interested in the Baron.
I've naught to say to you.
Not good, because I need to know everything you know about him.
Baron Kimbolt sends his regards.
Oh, just what we needed.
Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well spoken. You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility.
A ponce like you? Huck her up and kiss my ass, you fucking tulip!
Alright, I have a choice to make here, and important at that. Well, it's only for the outcome of this side quest, but still. This choice matters. If only a bit. Okay, have the mercs out and you'll learn all there is to know about Kimbolt. Let me get out of the way or leave them alone.
These folk have nothing to say to you, understand?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lend us a hand, Witcher. You'll not regret it.
I'll need to know everything about Kimbolt.
God, this is shit! Enough of your jabbering! Kill them all!
Let's dance.
Twitcher. We'd be corpses if not for you.
Yeah, seems likely. Now don't make me regret helping you.
You're welcome to all we know about Kimball.
I'm all ears.
We came here to collect our fee, me and me brothers, for a favour we did the Baron.
What did you do for him?
Spent 4 days in a forest, sitting on our asses.
Baron Kimball wanted to pay you for that?
Course not. We was to destroy some wagons in a caravan that was to pass through Millville. Problem is, caravan never came round.
I can see why you're having trouble collecting.
Kimball had shite information. How is that our fault? That bugger lost us a right lot of time. And you know what they say, time is coin.
What exactly were your orders?
We was to watch the high road for a caravan carrying nobles. 2 coloured wagons and a small escort. The wagons, they was ours. All inside was to perish.
Any idea who was supposed to be in the wagons?
2 high-born young'uns and their nannies. That's all the Baron told us.
Willing to tell Natalis all this?
I'm to fess up. They draw and quarter me.
You didn't do anything. Took a job, that's it. They can't prove you actually wanted to complete it. If you refuse, Kimball wins. He'll squirm his way out of this, but it won't end there. The Baron's got gold enough to hunt you till he hunts you down.
Not likely. I'll see them tear stripes off his back with hot pincers. All right, I'll talk to Natalis.
That's interesting. Alright, so what do we got to know? So these gentlemen were paid for killing Lucy and Anais, Foltest's children, by Baron Kimball. However, there was that fake letter which turned out to be not from Kimball. It redirected the caravan's route, so they won't. Yeah. So they wasn't able to attack the caravan since it didn't went that way. It turns out that Baron Kimball was about to do the same as the other guy. Yeah, that was his name, Count Maraval. Okay, so turns out they both wanted the children dead. Only one of them got to the children's at last. Really interesting. Okay. We have one more lose. What's this saying? Another loose thread. Yeah.
A daredevil.
Okay, cool. Now we're going to meet with the... Oh, and I also would like to know what the title of the quest means. Crown Witness of the Sun Servant. But like the rivers, later than he would wanted to be Geralt found the blackmails were mere moments before the huntsman arrived. If you wish to explain how the Blackmares earned their unfortunate moniker by talking to them over the huntsman's still-warm corpse, Geralt learned that Kimbold had hired these men to attack the convoy and kill the passengers traveling in one of its wagons. They even gave the Witcher evidence of the deal they had made with the Baron, a map drawn personally by Kimbold showing the route the convoy would take, and notes on the forces that would be escorting it. The convoy changed course, and the Blackmares never had an opportunity to attack, yet they felt the Baron owed them something. In any case, Kimbold's intentions were plain for all to see. Convincing documents in hand, Geralt went to see Jonas and present his charge and the evidence to support them. That's not all of the story yet. Yeah. When consists of a map on which route to be taken by the convoy carrying for the children has been marked. Attached to it, it's a detailed description of the convoy, including the strength and nature of the escorting forces, their colors, armaments, and routines and habits. Tavern seemingly ideal for an ambush has been marked on the map. Alongside the marks, someone has described the place as if they were there less than a fortnight ago. The text appears to have been penned hastily, but in high style and luxury paper. It also sprinkled with the hunting jargon. So the funny thing is that both nobles want to accuse the other, but they themselves wanted to do the same thing. Kill the children.
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Excuse me.
What the hell?
Fruit, Witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbold learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida, just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Brigida used Baron Kimbold?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
I found the Baron's blackmailers.
And? Did Kimbold knock up a peasant girl, a healthy one at least?
Unfortunately, it's a national matter, not a personal one.
May I know its essence? As a statesman, matters pertaining to Temeria are of the utmost concern to me.
It looks like Kimbold hired this group to murder Anais and Busi.
Thank the gods they were only half successful.
This group didn't kill anyone. The convoy carrying Foltest's children changed course. It never arrived where our blackmailers were waiting.
I know the Baron. He approaches things comprehensively. He must have enlisted a second group, which accomplished the terrible deed.
Whichever way you cut it, Kimbold's a traitor, pure and simple.
Oh my, must have hit the old man pretty hard.
The Baron doesn't know yet.
What are you waiting for, Witcher? Make haste. You must deliver the evidence to the Interrex.
Actually, I was hoping you'd do that. I need to tend to some other matters.
Knowing the
What?
constable, I fear he would look upon any accusation I made with distaste. He could very well assume I was merely trying to subvert a natural rival. He might see the evidence as doubtful, even fabricated. But we cannot allow a traitor to play an important role during the summit.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Besides, to witness the fall of the honorable Baron Kimbolt, I don't know if I could bear it.
I gotta admit, Count, your clearly feigned concern for Kimbolt, well, it makes me wonder.
Yes, I suppose it must. Goodbye, Witcher.
Farewell, Count.
Alright, let's prove his guilt as well. I think eventually he was the one who got to the children.
Witcher?
Okay, you're that guy.
Baron Kimbolt said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
Don't try
Why
any
won't we
tricks.
go right away?
Uh-oh.
Wait, I want to read about this quest as well. Yeah, telling us you to follow him in upper shortly after 3. The point on the map. The 2 guards that you need to dispatch. Chase the guy. A group of soldiers, the Guardians. Okay. Pretty straightforward, no choices here. Just chasing down the lead.
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute. Look, I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Really marvels. Messenger of the scrolls he is carrying.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done. For the telly!
Attack. Right.
That's the one. Kill him.
If only it would be that simple.
Die, dog!
Oh, hard. They shot each other. What's that? Come on, no loot at all. Okay. Let's continue.
Enough! You shall die. Here and now.
I don't feel like it. Where's that guy? Come on. Oh. Oh, I gotta use the yard then. Right. Gotcha. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, let's read. First the notes. Diagram. Magnifying glass. Ah, that's the... What's it called? First letter to short, it's a stone. Your Excellency, I'm happy to report that Anais Walter's bastard daughter has been handed over to the Cadwanis in your Excellency's name as per our arrangement. It's agreement. Girl is now under the sorcerer that molds care, and he appeared to be more than pleased with the gift. I trust that since I have concluded my end of the matter, I can now expect swift closure thereof on your Excellency's part. Sadly, not all went as planned. Foltest's bastard Sambusi perished through a series of unfortunate coincidences. Yet when dealing with such complex situations rife with unforeseen circumstances, one must be prepared to risk certain losses. I mourn for the lad, yet I trust your Excellency will see the advantages of this turn of events. Besides, can one really expect to cheat fate? Your Excellency's faithful servant, Count Marvel. Okay, so looks like Marvel didn't want to kill the children, he just wanted to kidnap them, hand them over to Cadwanis by Nilfgaard's request. Still, he betrayed his country as well. What could be conclusive evidence? Oh yeah, evidence. That was the word I forgot. Upon reading Marvel's letter, Gareth understood he had hit the bull's-eye. The Count was indeed collaborating with Nilfgaard. He had arranged the attack on the convoy carrying Bussy and Anais in a bid to abduct the royal bastards for the Emperor. Thus he had hand in the boy's death. Even if the Count had not intended the letter, Geralt had no choice. He set out to see Interact journalists to present his charges and evidence supporting them. Cool. Okay. So we found out what we found out. Yeah. Imbolt wanted the children dead, but didn't succeed. Paravel did. Guess we can talk to Kimbolt as well. It's for some extra dialogue. Accuse Kimbolt.
Maravel's letters pretty much confirm your claim. The Count is a traitor.
What was in those letters?
That information is for Constable Natalis. State secret. I'm sure you understand, Baron.
Oh, that was all. Wonder if there's anything else we can say to Marvel.
Witcher kind.
Oh.
Fool, I find no other term for you. Did you think I could let you go with that information? I truly regret it had to end this way.
Witcher? Witcher?
Forgive me, Count. I lost my train of thought. I'd like to talk. What brings you to Lorewalking?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
Surprising. How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher? Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order.
Just so our own that we would accuse
Yet,
him
though I
directly.
very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the
It's
same
an
way.
interesting detail.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither...
Or wonder if we can do the... Can get the same thing with Kimbolt. Yeah. It's not a flashback, it's a flash forward.
I'm impressed by your endurance, Witcher. Rather, I would have been if anyone knowing what happened here. Yes, what is it?
Nothing. I'd like to talk. They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance.
Is that
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but you're
my kind?
wanderers.
Okay, let's finish this up. Last thing we'll do before making the choice of who to save.
Uh-oh.
Okay, save here. Know what happened to the royal children.
The Temerians.
Careful, Witcher.
Do actually.
You better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Boosie and Anais.
Yes?
Kimbolt and Marvel. Oh, I can actually accuse both of them. I think that's the correct way of doing this. Both, which is even better. But the obvious good ending, but the obvious choice is to kiss both because they are both guilty.
Count Marivel outright betrayed Temeria, while Baron Kimbolt planned to murder Foltest's children.
Those are serious charges.
Kimbolt hired some thugs to do the wet work for him. I found them, and one's ready to testify. They never got the job done because the convoy carrying the children changed course, only to fall into an ambush set by Marivel. The Count wanted to hand Anais and Boosie over to the Nilfgaardians. You'll find the proof in this letter. Boosie's death was an accident.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria. I cannot arrest them both. Their contingents are among the largest in Lorewalking, and I cannot risk mutiny by their men. Thank you, Witcher. You did well to bring this matter to my attention. I only hope Baron Kimbolt will agree to stand with me. So you see, Baron, I have learned all, and it makes me sick to think about it. However, you may count yourself fortunate, for we've a greater problem to deal with. You shall provide me with your full support as we arrest Count Marivel.
This plea sounds more like a threat to me, Constable.
It is no plea, it is an order, and yes, a threat. Refuse, and the Council of Regents shall receive ample evidence of your crime, of your wish to slay the children for whom our king gave his life.
What are your terms, Natalis?
Upon returning to Vizima, I shall destroy the evidence against you. Prior to that, however, I expect your unconditional support.
How can I be certain you will do as you pledge?
My word still means something, unlike yours. You lying, rotting son of a whore.
So be it. But heed this, Constable. Do not try to cross me.
That's that. Slade opened the same of the two Tamarian magnets. Began to learn bits and pieces on his fate. The Witcher drew closer and closer and concluded that all Tamarians however were guilty to some degree. The fault is that each and everyone had at least considered taking the throne, and some actually began to weave plots that would lead to their coronation. Geralt decided that both Baron Kimball and Cadmeral, through their scheming, had crossed the line into treason, and both misfortune to Foltest's children. The Witcher presented his charges to Interax Natalis. But as it turned out, the arm of the law was not as long as one might have hoped, given that the Baron and the Count had come to Lockmane with their household troops. Natalis lacked the men to arrest them both. He decided to charge and arrest Marvel, judging his guilt to be greater. What is more, he asked Baron Cable to lend him his men-at-arms in case of trouble. Needless to say, the Baron agreed eagerly. Didn't really see him to be eager, but he complied. Okay. Any updates? One of Murmur's modern schemes involved kidnapping Foltest's children as they traveled through Lockmane convoy. I should add that the Count had reached an agreement with the Nilfgaardians, promising to deliver Busian and aid to the Black Ones in exchange for their backing his claim to the Temerian throne. Though he wanted Temerian to be strong, he had committed treason. Together, for both Baron Kimball and Cadmeral would answer for their vicious intentions and their parts in Busi's disappearance. However, Janatis lacked the manpower in Lockmane to deal with them both. Thus, Kimball's hide was safe for the time being, but the forces commander regularly assisted in Count Marvel's arrest. Geralt was saying that Busi was picked up and placed in a convoy that was to take him to Lockmane. The boy never reached the city. The rumors Geralt had heard from King Roderick proved true. While intentions had bred a series of unfortunate coincidences, in short, Busi was dead. Only heard one concrete thing, that he was dragged off by horses with his carriage. Apparently is that. Okay. Oh, by the way, one thing I wanted to report, that John Natalis in the books was already old. Doesn't seem that old to me here. Must be between 40 or 50. Most. Some more.
Representatives of the Council of Regents. Did any come with you?
Only Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel. The other 5 remain in Vizima. It seems that save Baron Orval, most spend their time trying to devise a way to undermine
Kimbolt and Maravel.
They've taken opposing positions, as one might. The Baron believes Anais's origin, if you will, stands in the way of her taking the throne. Though it's common knowledge that he would simply prefer to see. Whereas Maravel has said that Foltest's children have his full support. He stated this in Vizima before the entire... One thing is certain. Words come cheap. Those two may...
Alright. Oh yeah, and we have a new talent point. And some more vigor or... How could we strengthen each other? The maximum level is 35. Interesting, we have reached that on iOS, but not here apparently. Amount of vigor, instant kill, burl. Damage reduction or more vigor. I'll take some more vigor. So now we get to decide who to save. Medal of Distinguished Service to Temeria. Trophy distinction awarded for meritorious service for King of Temeria. Does this increase our damage? Don't really need more damage though. That's pretty nice though. Say, this approach.
You've wasted enough of my time.
Yeah, probably. Here that Marvel count has been dealt with. Let's see, do I want to do one of the endings here? First I will do the... So this is the choice, the part where we have to make the choice. First I will sell some fresh items. Speak with Roach here. Where is he?
Hey there!
Yeah, there you go.
Pronounce magic, I tell you! Shut up!
Okay, we'll do a manual save. Okay, let's think this through. So, actually I already decided that the path I want to take to the next game will be to save Chris, because then the witch hunts wouldn't be as wild. We can also meet Karen that way in The Witcher 3. Yeah. Toxenford. I was gonna read about this a bit. His blood and bone. I'm going to save the princess first. So that's going to be next move, but so I'm going for the saving trees ending last. I think it's pretty much decided then. They may only just build it ending at another time. It's funny, this was enough for me for now. So we get our saves. It's really important. This will be the branchy save, which we will reload after finishing the game. One of the pets. For now, this is it. We are finished for today. See you next time.